It is the Riot podcast. Nikki?
Yes.
Obadiah?
Yes.
And podcast.
And we're ready for the weekend. And hopefully
so
for you,
ready for the weekend.
It will be an extra long weekend maybe. We will not be in on Monday, so no Worst of Riot podcast then.
So the biggest highlight of today, the fact that Matt from Waverly.
And we talked to him for a long time,
really did.
so you guys will get a lot of good stuff from him.
We had a lot to talk about.
We did, and so I'm glad we had a chance.
We had a lot to talk about. So there's that. We can also talk about Taylor Swift makes a rare appearance in today's podcast.
More I don't know.
Appearance.
A quick appearance.
Okay. Then let's talk shirts, sizes, Lords of the Flies, Bromans, the show that Nikki won't say and we never find out, Riot Control, UV light in your toothbrush.
Lots of good stuff.
Plenty to keep you busy.
So hopefully this will tide you through the extra long weekend. Mm-hmm. Please check out more through Radio U Riot on Facebook if you ever want to message us or say hello or send us anything if you ever come across a story you want us to talk about, or Radio U Riot on YouTube. Obi should be doing another Obadiah Plays.
Yes,
so
this
stay
weekend.
Up to date on Facebook and YouTube and you'll be able to see that there.
And that's everything. Bye. It's the Riot.
Sometimes a bad example is the best example. It's the Worst of the Riot on Radio U.
I'm ready to make an official statement. So if the court reporter could please come forward.
Is everybody ready?
I'm disappointed in the shirts I bought.
Why?
My hoodie's just too big.
You just don't like it?
I don't. I wore it in this morning, and you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But the really sad part is that
Obi ordered some new clothes first in case you're just like, well, that's a random thing.
I did. I bought some T-shirts and a hoodie from T Fury. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with the hoodie. It's actually a very, very nice like fabric. Like the print is good.
You
It's
don't
a
like
very
the fit?
Yes. It is a very good item. Like there's nothing. It's not saying that I don't like it. I'm just saying it's not a strike against the website. I feel like they sent me a quality product. However, it's too big. And they're custom printed, so you can't return them.
Can't return it. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Well, you can sell it, but like on your own.
Like, who's going to buy it?
He's going to want something. Can I see it? Like, what's the?
I think the art on it's fantastic.
What's the art on it? Oh, Blade Runner, that's right.
Yeah.
It does look rather spacious. Normally...
it is huge.
Normally, sizes aren't quite like that. If anything, you tend to find something that'll be like, well, it's a little small.
If you told me that was a 3X hoodie, I'd believe it.
Is it? Is it just wrong?
No, it's a
2X?
They don't sell a 3X hoodie. Here, let me look in here. Let's
That's
make sure.
because they don't need to.
They never would.
That one practically is.
No, it's a 2X. I mean, I'm fascinated that I finally found a company where a 2X really is a 2X.
And you just can't
wear it.
wear
wow,
it.
that's something. I could easily wear an extra large. Well, here's what I was thinking. Okay, all right. I paid a lot of money for this hoodie.
Sure.
Like, it was not cheap. So if I put that on like Facebook I'm not putting it on Craigslist. I don't even want to.
You want to just sell it?
Yeah. Do you think could I get $30 out of that? Not even a dream, huh? People will be like, "I'll give you $250."
Is there anyone who would like a spacious 2X Blade Runner hoodie?
Man, sucks.
Oh, you totally find somebody. You're at the right time because at least the new movie's coming out soon.
Because you know what I want to do?
So you have some people.
I still want one. I want to buy
a 2X or a 1, an extra large
of that. Like I still want that hoodie.
Yeah, then totally sell it.
It's too big.
Well, at least that's a good problem, isn't it?
I guess. It's better than too small, I guess.
This is why we need consistent sizing across the board. We can't order clothes. It's too much.
There's no such thing. Well, whatever. All right. It's a bummer. Like you roll the dice. I was just like, you know what? I bought a few shirts.
Yeah.
And I was like, just buy them all. Don't wait around.
I would maybe contact them, though, or something. Like, I just don't understand how that's a 2X. It's very large.
I don't think. Okay. Dear T Fury. How is this even a 2X?
I mean, please use that.
Are you for real right now?
I didn't say email them like that. I was just maybe.
Gosh. How fat do you think I am?
No, I feel like that's not a traditional sizing we see. So
this is like a Dickies 2X where they're just
like that.
Hey, make it big. Big boys, big clothes. Wear it with your bibs. Get on down to the site.
Oh, well, it's nice, though. It's a nice print.
It is. Everything about it is nice, and that's the problem.
The horse always reminds me of a piñata, so it's great.
You know what? It's great, though. I feel great. The shirt's great. It's great. Great. Dox Hamilton.
I can tell.
Great.
It's totally... Why don't you just wear the hoodie on top of, like when you travel and you can't afford to bring luggage on? Like, that's what you can wear over the 10 shirts.
How does Nikki put up with Obadiah day after day? It's easy. We pay her. Radio U.
So I hope you were paying attention last night when Ohio State played Indiana. That was some Saturday night football. Thursday night football.
I thought you were going to say it's Saturday, but on a Thursday night.
Well, okay, that's fine too. They actually had NFL. Gosh, I can't. Why can't
college football?
I was going to say NFL game day. I can't. Like, I just can't.
It's okay.
It's so simple to be. The job is so easy to be so completely unqualified for something so simple.
They're like, well, I had a bad day at work today. What happened? I'm like, well, I just really couldn't talk today.
Can't get the words out because I'm an idiot. So last night, ESPN's College Game Day was at Indiana.
That's what you wanted to say.
That is exactly what I wanted to say. And Ohio State won. Here's the part that's really sad to me is last night, I went to bed at halftime because the riot, and it looked terrible at halftime. I was just like, man, I can't. Forget it. Just forget it. And then
you could have been mad, which you're not supposed to do.
I rolled over in the middle of the night, and I was like, check the score. And then I thought, no, because if Ohio State lost, I can't handle it. I'll be awake.
You'll be upset.
I'm going to be awake.
So you didn't know until this morning?
So this morning I woke up, the first thing I did was grab my phone, and I saw the score. Ohio State 49, Indiana 21.
It's not the best way to start off college football if that's your team, but...
What, you mean Indiana?
No, meaning
nobody's rooting for Indiana, Nikki. Don't worry.
Ohio State.
Nobody even knows. They're like, what even is Indiana? I don't even know.
Well, they actually played
in Indiana?
Pretty well there.
Jones? So, yeah, they did, apparently, in the second half, really get their act together.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The other thing that I learned while watching the game last night is that even if you have not purchased, streamed, downloaded, or encountered the new Taylor Swift song, ESPN is going to help you get sick of it.
Do they just use it as their bumper music all the time?
Oh, my God.
I wonder if that was a partnership or what.
I don't know, but I'll tell you this, that I'm interested. Alabama's playing Florida State Saturday night. That is Saturday Night Football. That's actually it. This Saturday night, that is a huge game. That's number 1 versus number 3. You know, like you're practically getting a bowl game the first week of the year. That's exciting, right? Well, I'll tell you what's not exciting. Them advertising it in every commercial break and then playing that stupid Taylor Swift song every time.
So that wasn't the good part.
It was just like, Tay-Tay, shh, shh. And, forget it. It's fine.
That was it?
It's fine.
That's all you want to throw out?
My shirt doesn't fit. Taylor Swift needs to shut up. What? What do you want?
Well, you are having a rough day.
It's a rough morning, guys.
It is. Oh, man.
It's fine. But Ohio State did win. That's
at least
something.
They won, and that's something.
Yeah, that is something. So, man, it is so exciting. Let's look on the bright side. It's so exciting to be wearing a hoodie today, and it's so exciting that college football is back. Fantastic.
So I heard some negatives.
You know what,
but now
Nikki?
we've turned that around, and that was 2 positives right there.
You guys helped me. I'm over it now. I'm excited. This is going to be great. So I'm sorry there for a minute about the stuff, but I'm back now.
That goat farm is looking more and more likely every day. It's the worst of the riot.
This is going to come as a shock to you, but somebody's angry on the internet.
Well, I'm not going to believe it until I see it.
What? What? Okay, how about this? Remember that book, Lord of the Flies? They made
yes, yeah.
Okay, they made a couple of movies of it. And now they're making a new one. But this time, instead of being all boys, it's an all-girl presentation of Lord of the Flies.
It's a different take on it.
Ooh, what sort of interesting twist will this gender bending create?
That's the tag right there on the movie.
I guess, whatever. So, So it's funny. Everyone's mad. Everyone's mad because it's a male director, but that's a weird one because the book was written by a male author. So I don't know. They don't like that. Then there's a whole other group of people that are like, how dare you mess with the classics? So they're mad because...
There's another group.
Whatever. And then there's a bunch of people that are mad at the people that are mad about the fact that it's going to be all girls instead of all boys. And then there's other people that are mad about being mad.
That is quite a collection of mad groups.
So everybody's really interesting. So one of the things that the argument is like, this is about, The Lord of the Flies was about the inherent aggression of male, blah, blah, blah. But now it's going to be about female, blah, blah, blah. So I guess
we'll see what the take is.
My takeaway is this. I didn't want to read the book, and I never wanted to see any of the movies.
I've only seen TV shows, like, I think it's mostly The Simpsons, like things parodying
where they make fun of it.
Yeah, so I don't quite recall the real one.
Yeah, for me, it's like something pig and something fat guy. They something, and everybody's really mean. And I don't know, do they get off the island? I don't remember.
It seems like it was probably a very hot topic back then, but nowadays, like, that's a vacation, and it's maybe not the worst.
Well, Nikki, if you read it, you wouldn't think it was a vacation.
No, I'm sure it's bad.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I'll tell you what. Here's the great thing about a free market economy. Not to get all on it, but you guys are free to spend the money on that movie, and I'm free to not give you any of my money to watch it. Whee! So if you really don't like something, of course there's being angry on the internet, which is everyone's favorite pastime, but then you just go ahead and don't vote for them with your money. And then when eventually no one sees the all-girl Lord of the Flies, or everyone goes and sees the all-girl Lord of the Flies.
You're making a statement with your money.
Yeah. And then we'll get a chance to get that remake that's all men in Little Women. Really excited about that.
You mean Little Men?
Well, that's what we're calling it. Maybe. Or maybe you know what? There will be people on the internet that are mad that we changed the title. So you can't.
We thought about selling the worst of the riot. But let's be honest, no one is buying this stuff. Get it for free on the Radio U app.
Hey, speaking of, competition and movies and TV and whatever, have you heard about the new Bromans show?
The Broman?
Yeah, Bromans.
So is it like a bromance thing, or?
It's a bunch of bros living like Romans.
Romans?
So it's called Bromans.
No, what's this?
It's coming to the Beeb.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, hang on and I'll send it to you. But yeah, it's literally Bromans. So
it's bros living like Romans.
Yeah, and the idea is...
I want to be in these pitch meetings so bad.
I agree with you on that.
I feel like it can't be too hard to come up with an idea for a show that someone actually picks up.
It does.
We'll do it. We'll totally do it.
It just goes to show you that the stuff they're passing on must be really bad. Really bad. So,
I know. Okay, so in England and stuff, like, there's this show called Love Island, which a lot of people like.
Okay, wait. So is that the Lord of the Flies remake?
No, I think it's like, gosh, I wouldn't even know what to compare it to. Just, I don't want to say anything for fear it hurts someone's feelings. Like I compare it to a show here that someone loves, not you, but someone listening. So it's just a reality show.
I just want to let you know, like right now, you're talking to yourself. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I want to be nice. I know a lot of people like certain reality shows that maybe we don't like.
You be mean because they suck. I want you to say it. What's the show?
No, I'm not. What is it? I'm not going to.
This show does not move on until you say the name of that show.
It's fine. So
say it. Say it. You want to.
You're in a mean mood today.
Look at how bad you want to say it.
No, I'm not going to.
Wait, let me hold up this mirror. See how badly you want to say it? Do you see your reflection?
Nice mirror. I'm glad you had that close by.
So, Nikki, what's the show?
No, we're moving on to talking about...
I want to know.
Whatever.
I want to know.
All right, so it's basically people...
We're not moving on. You will tell me what the show is.
You're so bad today.
I'm not going to let it go. Okay, give me a hint and I'll say the name.
No, you can put...
Then you don't have to say it. I'll be the one that said it, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Okay?
But you got to wait 10 seconds so it doesn't look like I'm the one who told you. You have to make it seem like I came up with it.
Okay, well...
No, I'm not going to.
You know what? Why do we even do this show anyway? If you're not going to be honest, if you can't be real with me after all this time, I want to know the name of the show.
Why? You could put any reality show in that spot.
Well, for two reasons. One, whoever this phantom person is, I want to insult them. And two, I want to know what you're holding back.
I'm not holding anything back.
But you are.
I just don't want someone to wake up and be like, you know what? My show's on. I can't wait. And they're listening to us to get ready for the day. And I'm going to compare what
Love Island to this other show.
And it has a tone, like
is
a
it
negative
Survivor?
tone. No, it's not Survivor.
Then it's something.
Think less clothes.
The Bachelor.
Something along similar lines.
It's The Bachelorette, isn't it?
There's different stuff around it. No, there's stuff that's
Bachelor
worse
in Paradise
on different other channels.
Cheaters.
All right, fine. So there's a show coming up called Bromans, okay? And this is the tag for it. Lads living as Roman gladiators.
Yeah. So they're supposed to...
that looks so weird.
What are you talking about? It looks great.
Picture the staff, not staff, but the
staff on Bromans.
And it's not crew. It's the actors.
Look at the guy.
Their photos.
If we're looking at the same picture, I want you to look at the guy all the way to the right, who's kind of leaning on the wall.
He's got this like swagger look on it, like, hey,
he's supposed to be
Roman,
naked and afraid. Is that the show?
No. I'm not saying anything. You guys.
Nikki, we all are dying to know.
We've talked long enough.
I'm going to sick the Bromans on you if you don't say it. Big brother?
No.
I didn't think that was it either. Off air, you're going to tell me.
I am not. Stop threatening me.
I'm not threatening you. I'm just bossing you around. You respond well to that.
Let's take all of the most mind-numbing things the Riot has ever said and play them again.
It's a stupid idea, but I love it.
It's the Riot on Radio U.
So I just listed something on Facebook Marketplace because I'm trying to sell a sweatshirt that I think is a little too big. And I see here that they have Demon Rocking Horse chair. It's possessed by the devil.
You mean someone's old rocking horse and you think it looks creepy?
I think it looks possessed. It's what I think. And for $10, you too can bring this curse on your whole house.
Maybe it's a promotional thing with that Annabelle thing.
It looks like the eyes look red. Okay, I'll tell you what.
Well, that's someone's photo skills.
I want you to take a look at this right now, and you tell me if you feel like that when you bring that in, that you're going to find like one of your cats dead
That doesn't
later.
look weird at all. What are you talking about? It's plush.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. You can't see it.
It's a plush rocking horse.
You can't see it. You can't
so
see
cute.
the evil that's buried within. Let me tell you what. When nobody's looking, Annabelle rides this rocking horse.
No way.
She does.
Do you really think that looks weird?
Annabelle rides the rocking horse. Whee!
It's not.
I'll swallow your soul.
It looks like a stuffed animal put on top of like the rocking part, but it's not anything creepy or old or crazy looking. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry that you can't see it. I think it's great.
I'm trying, but it looks cute.
You know what, Nikki? There are those that can pass cursed objects without themselves being cursed. That's you.
I can't get the size height of it because they put a vase with flowers next to it, and I don't know what's to the left, but I just can't tell. Like, is it that small or is it that big? Like, is that vase of flowers that huge?
I can't get past the dead eyes and how it promises to stuff me and use me as a rocking horse.
It's a rocking horse. If it had alive eyes, you'd be more freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
What about that? A couple things down here. We've got the radio flyer wagon. It's where they put their victims.
You know better than to look at what's for sale on Marketplace stuff.
There's fascinating stuff here.
It can be weird.
Like, here's somebody selling toothpaste.
Why?
Why indeed?
Does it say?
No.
Is that code for like...
Oh, you think so?
Like, this is not really toothpaste, but they're selling other stuff?
Hey, man, I need to get some of that Colgate, with advanced whitening.
And they use the wink wink smiley face?
Wait right here. I'll be back. Here's all the white you'll need, Mr. Colgate. Something like that? Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right, well, I'm looking through it now, too, so.
Yeah.
It looks like things that have fallen off trucks. It really does.
Do you mean like fallen off trucks? Yes,
like stolen.
Yeah, there's plenty of that. My shirt's real, though.
The Riot is now accepting applications for a staff pastry chef. Please drop your resumes and an example of your work at the studio door, and we'll get back to you. Wink, wink. The Riot on Radio U.
It is The Riot on Radio U, and this morning I get to talk to my true Marvel movie buddy.
Oh, is he your BFF when it comes to Marvel movies?
We talk comic books, Nikki. It's what we do. Yeah.
Even outside of Riot time? I had no idea.
Matt, is this true or not?
Yes, it's true. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, how does she not know it's Silverhawks? Like, how does she not know what that is?
I don't know as much about Marvel stuff as perhaps Obi does over there.
It's fine.
But you know what? We all start at a beginning spot. Yep. We all learn things, so that's all right.
That's true.
So
Very true.
Matt, how are you, man?
I'm doing well.
Good.
How about you guys?
We're doing very good. Thank you for asking.
So, how, like, you live in Nashville. Do you have comic book friends in Nashville? Wait.
Well, yes. So... not as much as when I lived in Albuquerque and I was doing, the morning show with Steve-O, because Steve-O's like
totally
crazy
into it.
Comics.
Yeah.
Okay. Crazy. But, yeah, I work with John Schneck, who used to play in Reliant K, and he is a big, like, old-school DC guy.
Oh, man, that's a shame, but okay.
Well, you still have to work with him. That's fine.
I mean,
Even I know that one.
As long as you're being paid to be there, okay.
Right, and I'm working on Tim Skipper, who told me to tell you guys hello.
Aww, Tim
well,
from House
actually,
of Heroes.
He said tell Obi hello and tell Nikki or something like that. I don't know.
Well, good to hear.
Sounds
the
just like Tim.
The maturity's still there. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That just sums up our whole relationship. That's fine.
It's great.
Well, now we mentioned with Matt being in Nashville and Obi, I sent you a picture the other day of what's now in Nashville, supposedly. So you should totally have him try Cookout if he hasn't.
Oh, I've already had it.
Did you?
Right.
Okay, so it is in Nashville, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is here, and I enjoyed it. I don't know. Are you guys 501c3? I don't know what I could say.
Oh, yes. Are we nonprofit? Yes. You're not.
Did
you're
anybody
not telling...
just hear what that guy said?
That means he's been on the radio before.
He's been on the radio.
So Cookout is this old school style, like they're all in the South, and you would not see like any sign, but then suddenly there's this old building and it's a cookout. And you're like, oh, people are cooking out, but no, it was like a fast food restaurant.
Yes.
And bands always would love it, and you've tried it before, and Eric used to love it too, but it was very sporadic and random where you can find them, and then we saw a nice looking one in Nashville.
Yeah.
It was very nice looking. So they have good food and good milkshakes and stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like a cookout, right? It's basically when our family used to do a cookout. That's exactly what it tastes like. So I was pretty surprised. It's there it is. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're talking to Matt from Waverly, who also tours with House of Heroes. You know what? I'm gonna set the Waverly stuff aside for a minute, but like, would you book a House of Heroes show already?
You know what? You got to talk with Tim about it. I've had people tweeting me. Like, they're like, hey, Matt, what's up with House of Heroes? And I'm like, I'm just a touring guy, man. You got to talk to somebody else.
Well, Obi's been the one sending those people to tweet at you, so it all makes sense.
There it is.
Well, here's the thing is, like, I see Tim on TV. He's got somebody hiding in his basement or something. But, I mean, other than that, I don't hear from that guy. So I got to talk to you. I don't know what's going on.
Well, maybe soon. Yeah. Why don't you just leave it at that? Maybe soon House of Heroes touring.
You know what? I'll tell you this. Tim's going on a mission trip, I think, or something, some kind of, I don't know if it's technically a mission trip. He's going on a big trip to Brazil with Stephanie.
Yeah, that's called
vacation,
really
looking
but it's fine.
That. I don't think it's music related.
I think it's just vacation, but it's fine.
No, it's definitely like a ministry. I just don't know if he would want to call it like a mission trip.
Sure.
Like it's definitely a ministry related thing. So he's really stoked about that. And yeah, I don't know necessarily. I mean, Colin's got Vespertine. I went to see Vespertine the other night, and it blew me away. It was awesome.
You're giving Obi nothing.
Wait, is this a 501c3? Can you say that?
He wants nothing with that. He wants to know House of Heroes. So that's all right. Well, we still have Waverly, too.
Here's what we're going to do. Matt, I want to take a break in a minute, and we'll play some Waverly, and we'll come back and talk about Waverly. But since we're getting all of the non-Waverly stuff out of the way.
Now we can come back and just focus.
But I want to ask him 2 non-Waverly questions really quick before we... Okay. All right. First off...
It's a rapid-fire question.
Of all the summer movies, like, which one was the best one?
Do you want, like, best probably, like, overall, or just my favorite?
Comic
favorite.
book Matt, what was your favorite?
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah. Okay, he's correct.
That's why you guys are friends.
Correct. All right. And then number 2, what are your top comics right now that are on your pull list? What are you reading?
Okay. Right now, I'm still getting Amazing Spider-Man. I'm a big Spider-Man guy.
Okay, that's fine.
Getting Amazing Spider-Man, which I love. And then I'm also getting Superman.
Oh, that's very good.
Incredible.
Yes.
This guy named Peter J. Tomasi, he's the writer. And I went to New York Comic-Con last year, and I walked up to him and I met him. And I was like, dude, you saved Superman.
Yes.
How many people can say that?
He's right.
You did it.
He's right.
Yeah. And then today finishes up Secret Empire from Marvel, which has been the super controversial crossover where Cap became Captain America, said he was Hydra. And so a lot of people have not been happy with it. And honestly, it's had its moments where I've kind of been like, this is stupid. But today's the last issue.
Hearing
so we'll see.
Obi, but not as loud. You're just like, okay. It's mind-bending. It's crazy. It's
we have good chat.
Stupid.
We have good chat about comics.
Okay.
All right. Well, Matt, I want you to hang on.
Pause on that.
And you guys might not know this, but Matt's in this band called Waverly.
Let's play Pressure.
And we told him that's what we were going to talk about, but it's the only thing we haven't talked about yet.
We'll get to it next. That'll be in just moments.
The part that keeps me up at night, we paid them for this. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
It is the Riot on Radio U.
More with Matt from Waverly.
He's going to talk serious music talk now.
Let's talk Waverly.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. See, it's funny because you guys are like, we're going to talk to Waverly in a minute. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But you got to understand, that's the same conversation I've been having for like 15 years of my life. So I'm totally used to it.
True.
Like, yeah.
Matt, it's because of your great hair and your comic book knowledge that people just want to talk to Matt the person, and they're I want you to think about it. You're complaining that people want to talk to you and not talk about business. That's true. That is the opposite conversation that I have every day. I wish people cared about me and they just want to talk business.
I want to talk about the business stuff with them. Well, that's all right.
So, Matt, what's going on with Waverly?
Well, not a lot.
What do you mean not a lot?
And that's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks for listening to Waverly
nice
Talk.
To talk. Yes, we've got everything in, I think.
We got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we put out a couple of new songs, which we were really excited. We just wanted, because this is the 10th anniversary of our record, Conquering Fear of Flight. It came out 10 years ago this past June, which makes me feel super old. And we were like, hey, we need to do something. So we had a couple of songs that we had worked on, Dave and I had worked on, and just decided to get with the guys, and we did it. So the cool thing about the song is that everybody that was in Waverly played a part. So Teddy, who's with Family Force 5, he recorded the drums. Seth, who doesn't play at all anymore, he did guitars.
He had free time to do the guitar. That's fine.
Right. He started doing photography, and now like his photography business is just like skyrocketed. So he's always busy. And then we got Jamie and we got Ryan Kuhn, our keyboard player, back in. Jamie did like loops and other kind of, because he was our first drummer. And so everybody wrote on it and recorded, and we were really excited about it. And we actually got with our buddy Jay Hall, who did the last House of Heroes record in a band in Kansas, and he mixed it, kind of helped us tweak some stuff. So it was good. We were stoked about it. Really happy to put out some new stuff.
So there's new music. You've got a new music video.
Yeah. So we played in Albuquerque, and a guy that I used to work with at Calvary Albuquerque, who kind of heads up the video department, or he's one of the department guys. He's like, I've got a great idea for a video. Just let me shoot it. So we shot it. And I was really, really, like, it blew me away when I saw that. I was like, Jordy, what did you did really good.
It's like it seems like you weren't expecting maybe that much out of it, and you were pleasantly surprised.
Well, he's I guess in quotations, he's building his resume.
Sure.
So he was constantly, he was like, well, just wait until you see it, because he would send us like screenshots of what he was working on, and then we would be like, oh my gosh, and he'd say, well, just wait, don't get excited. He was totally downplaying the whole thing.
Well, he wanted to keep your thoughts on it low, so then that way...
Right. He's like, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, exactly. That way, the only way would be up, in that it turned out really, really well, which people can see at the Waverly Facebook page if they are interested in watching the new music video.
Okay, so new music video, and I say, what's going on with Waverly, and you say nothing.
Yeah.
There's something.
We're not going to do a tour. We want to put out more music, but it's like the most fun thing is that we can focus on music when we have the time for it. We can be really creative with it. We can spend a lot of time just getting ideas together. So there's no like rush to it, is what I'm saying. So right now, there's not a lot happening except the videos flying around, and we're like, oh, hope people see the video and like it, and that's pretty much the whole thing. But it frees us up to be as creative as we want to, and we do have plans to make more music. Now, I don't want to come off like we don't have any, but just when I say not a lot, like I'm not booking shows right now like all, sweaty and fevered over trying to make this band happen again like it used to be all the time. So that's good.
You're just sweaty about talking to the Riot, though. Be real.
Oh, man, so sweaty.
That can bring a little bit of a fever sometimes, too. So
I'm feeling it through the phone right now. So,
Feverish.
Matt, it's been really good talking to you, and
about everything.
About everything.
Always good to talk to you about anything and everything.
And someday, I hope we can get in the same room so we can share our joint comic love face to face.
One day Matt will come in and host this show with you, and I think the radio might implode. Like it just might be too much.
I don't know if you want that.
It might be too much for everybody to handle.
No, I just want you to know right now. I'm saying this on the record. If Nikki ever quits, Matt is the only substitute I'll accept.
He's the only follow-up.
He's the only one. Like, he's got experience, he's got hair, he's got everything, and we can roll deep.
You could have an amazing show.
That's true.
We can roll deep.
Here's the problem, though. If I ever try to move Dawn away from Nashville, I think she will kill me.
Now,
like if I ever try to move her away again, that'll be the end of me.
You could do a long daily commute. You could just do that. You're going to have to give a lot. You could spend your times at the Radio U studios during the week and then just see her on weekends. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's totally cool. And then my son, who is only 2 years old, he will get to plan my death in he'll have the long con. You know what I'm saying? Like just building resentment day by day.
Obi will take the place of your family. It's fine.
You know what? I'll tell you, Matt, when you come up with a good reason not to do it, give me a call. Because so far I haven't heard one.
You got it. Just excuse.
All right. Well, hang tight, Matt from Waverly. Again, just always so much fun.
Dude,
we can talk to him forever.
Matt is one of my favorite people to talk to in this business. That says a lot.
The Riot.
They hate me. They hate you. They hate us.
Why else would they make us listen to the worst of the Riot? Radio U.
Nikki, have you been outraged this morning?
No, I don't think so. No real outrage. Well, the days are early, but
I know that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's early in the morning. I like to have a little outrage before I have my snack, which I have after the show. And so, I mean, like, I've had breakfast today, which I've had in 2 parts, and it's just weird to eat and not be outraged yet. And I definitely don't want to wait until after lunch for my first outrage.
Because do you have something then?
I like to get a little outraged in the morning and then a little in the afternoon. And then I like to have a really good dose before I go to bed, which helps me not to sleep as well. So I try to make sure I'm plugged into the internet as much as possible.
Now, it's also very special when you can wake up during the middle of the night and be outraged during that time, too, which, again, keeps you from falling back to sleep. And you can just sit there and think about the outrage.
I like that, too. But, again, you got to moderate a little bit, because I've found that, sometimes you get outraged, and if you don't have enough energy, the outrage can die too soon. So you want to make sure you're still getting the proper diet and sleep to feed your rage.
So you're saying have some cake before bed, and then that way that'll keep your energy up while you sleep for the outrage.
That's why this show works.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
I didn't even have to say it.
But I understood.
You just got it.
Yes.
Man,
give me something to outrage me.
Okay, here we go. An average consumer unit. This could be a family or an individual. According to the Department of Labor Bureau of Labor Statistics, they released a little something for you. They say every year you're paying about, about $10,489 on federal, state, and local taxes.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, $10,000 of your money gone. They say that you only spend about $7,200 on food.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you are paying the federal government more in taxes
than you eat in food.
Overall government than what you're paying to eat.
That is disappointing. I'm not ready to feel outraged yet because there's nothing we can do about it. So it's like, I just feel
that's
now
the saddest
sad.
kind of outrage.
I know, isn't it? Now I just feel sad and depressed, which makes me want to go eat because now, we're talking about food, which we don't spend as much on as we do our taxes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then, though, I will tell you these statistics. They say the average, consumer unit, $1,800 on clothes.
Who's spending that much?
Man, I don't have any.
Well, we all have our areas where we like to spend our extra money if you have any.
Yeah.
But I guess we got to wear something.
I mean, I spend it on crap. I get it. Hope you didn't just pack crap, Jeff. Shut up, Lenny. But I get that. But,
Pretty
like
much.
$1,800 on clothes?
The whole year?
I'm really sad about my $45 sweatshirt that... I mean, at $1,800, Nikki, I could buy like 40 of those.
Oh, we got a couple of T-shirts and a hoodie, a sweatshirt, and
they're all disappointing.
They're not disappointing.
The shirt
I feel
like
it doesn't
rolls up at the bottom.
You know what's weird about
that?
The one you're wearing though is the shape is wrong for you, but it doesn't look bad. Okay, just take that. Let's not be sad. Okay.
I want to tweet what you said.
Okay, don't be sad.
The shape is wrong for you.
Compared to the other companies you've ordered shirts from, because like you're wearing a Transformers, it's got a big circle on the...
It's weirdly puffy.
And when you sit down, the logo shifts completely to one side, so it's no longer like straight because you've got extra fabric because it's not the same.
So what you're saying is that, like my shirt, the government is crooked. Especially when it sits down. It's
oddly crooked.
It's oddly shaped.
Yeah.
And don't get mad, even though you're looking for some outrage this morning. Shoot. You know what? I was trying to give you guys something to be mad about, and now we're just walking away sad. So I'm sorry. You guys are going to have to look for something else for outrage. I'll go digging and see what I can find.
But if not, we'll just continue to be disappointed.
Yeah, dang it. That's the worst part.
Your morning, but without yelling, laughing, or music.
Don't deprive me of that.
We wouldn't dream of it. It's the Riot on Radio U.
Look, it is a scientific fact that if you've got a toothbrush that's sitting out in the bathroom...
Oh, don't even say the scientific fact. We know what you're going to say. Don't say it.
Well, you know what? The fact that you're trying to shut down the truth, I finally found my outrage. I found it.
Now you know I'm holding you back.
So, Nikki, you don't like to face the truth?
No, I don't. Because that's not
You're an anti-truther? Hashtag?
Correct.
Nikki against truth?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
I just don't want to hear you and your fake news.
Oh, yeah. This is a hashtag fake news, huh? The fact that I could go grab your toothbrush right now, put it in a petri dish, and grow poop. What do you think about that?
Now you just done it, haven't you?
There it is. It's all over your toothbrush.
Now you've done it.
Yeah, even if you cover it up.
Now,
tiny particles in the air floating around, landing on your brush.
In my bathroom, though, the toilet is in its own section, and then it has a door, and then the section, like the sink where you brush your teeth, that's in another area, so it's not next to it. It's not on the open.
Yeah, well, you think that matters, but...
Probably not.
That's good. Good on you for caring that much. You make sure you shut the door every time? Just
sure.
Eric? Nope. You guys don't?
Quiet. No,
What?
won't even talk about this.
Okay, you know what? There's a public health menace, and you're just like, it's fine. I just do what I want.
I just want to plug my ears. La, 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 la. I can't hear
Eric,
you.
could you come in here and change the toilet paper, please?
No, you just need to change your toothbrush every time.
That's the answer.
Problem solved.
That is the answer. Well, here's where we're at. 60% of toothbrushes in shared bathrooms. So maybe you're in the 40%, Nikki.
Could be.
But
they have problems with them?
Well, there's a Kickstarter out there that says they've got the answer, and they're way past fully funded. They had a $10,000 goal. They're at $37,000. It's called the Puretta, and what it is that you take your toothbrush and you hang it in this little thing, and it burns it with medical grade UV lighting.
That's not unheard of before. They have those things.
Will kill that bacteria for you. Here's the thing, though. All right. If it was really, truly a public health menace, wouldn't we just all be dying sick all the time?
No, I think if you really get down to it, like it's around everywhere on everything all the time. So it's probably just enough to keep you healthy because it keeps like a balance with your body. I don't know.
If you knew what lived in your body right now.
Oh, you'd be grossed out. Like it's already there.
Like, that's it. I can't live. I can't live. But you have to have it to live?
But you can get these UV type things that are supposed to kill the bacteria on your toothbrushes already, but everybody always thinks, oh, it's just a light. And it's like, yeah, right.
You can't prove it. You're not going to be like, all right, you know what? Get out the microscope. We're going to take a sample here, run some tests. We're going to figure this out. No, you're in there with a blue-colored flashlight, shining it on your toothbrush like it matters.
They say things can be easier if your bathroom sink receives this direct, if it gets direct sunlight. But most of the time, because you keep your bathroom pretty dark,
right?
Without sunlight,
it's a little petri dish.
Things are just growing. So you can use this cleaner to attach to a wall, and then you put your toothbrush in it. After 5 years of use, the UV light will go out, but then you replace it. So that's it. That's an option.
Wow, it even has a place where you put your toothpaste. Are you allowed to have any toothpaste, or do you have to buy their toothpaste?
Probably their special one. How bad is it if you're going to the bathroom while brushing your teeth? It's like it's all over.
People do that?
Probably, maybe. Yeah. Well, people brush their teeth in the shower too, don't they?
I do.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, that's just longer to stand under the hot.
Do you leave your toothbrush in the shower, or do you put it on the sink area?
Yeah, I just leave it. I've got a little cup that it sits in.
Sits in the shower?
Kind of up high. Just put it up there. Well, because what I found is that keeps me brushing my teeth, because otherwise I'll brush my teeth for like 45 minutes because I'm so tired. It's really me just standing there with the toothbrush in my mouth.
Might as well stay in the water.
But at least if I'm in the shower, I'm semi-awake because the warm water's hitting me.
But then your toothbrush is near all the body water.
Whatever. My tooth, it's my mouth. It's all, How do you think I take a shower? You lick yourself clean like a cat.
With virtual reality, the possibilities are endless. It gives us the ability to live out any of our wildest dreams. So maybe we can use it to pretend the riot doesn't exist. The Riot on Radio U. Riot Control.
Nikki, I've been playing with the PlayStation 4, Everybody's Golf.
Which is the new name for Hot Shots Golf?
It has always been called Everybody's Golf in Japan, but we called it Hot Shots here in the United States, and they finally decided to
merge
bring it all together.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of this series. I started playing Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64, maybe. I don't know. But these are the guys that made that. And I've always been a fan of Mario Golf, and that has continued all the way through to these Everybody's Golf games.
I know you're like, a fan. Like he appreciates. No, he's like a big-time fan.
I really love it. There's something about just relaxing, sitting down, playing like 9 holes of fake golf that I absolutely love it. Well, Everybody's Golf is brand new. It's out on the PlayStation 4, and it is... at its core, it's just like all the other Hot Shots games, but they've added a lot to it. For example, a character creator. You can make your own golfer, and you can make them as anime or weird-looking as you want. It's a very robust character creator. And it's more like an RPG. Like, do really well with a 9-iron, you earn experience points for your 9-iron. Eventually, you become better and better and better with the 9-iron or the 1 wood or like whatever clubs you use the most. You earn money to buy gear. You can play in offline tournaments, or you can go online where you can play in dailies. So, like, there are daily tournaments, daily challenges. You roam around a golf course. You can go fishing. Eventually, I think you grab yourself a golf cart, though I still don't have one. It is loaded with content. Now, some people are complaining, saying it's not enough. It only comes with 5 golf courses, but it's $40. So it's not the price of like a full-price PlayStation game.
So it's not like a $60 game, but maybe people want more golf courses to be able to play around.
I looked last night, and they've got 2 DLC courses that are now on the store that you can buy. Apparently, they've been there for a while. Someone in this room's PlayStation 4 was having Connect problems. I fixed it. And I think the golf courses were $5.99 a piece. So even if you bought 2 more courses, you'd still only be up to about $53.
You're still under a larger price for a game.
Right. So, I mean, they sell that. They had some other DLC that you could buy that was like extra coins or whatever. I'm not buying that. So, I think Everybody's Golf, if you are sitting down and grinding it, so, you're playing like course after course after course. I could see where the first 4 courses might not seem like enough.
Yeah.
But that's not how I've been playing it. I've been playing it basically like I'll sit down and play for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That's enough to run 9 holes.
But you're not making it through a course at a time.
Yeah, well, most of if you go over and play not the online stuff, but the offline stuff, you're basically playing 9 holes at a time. And that to me is just like a perfect sitting. 15, 20 minutes, 9 holes, then I'm off doing something else. And, like on a Saturday, I might sit down and do that 3 or 4 times where I'm like, hey, 9 holes of golf, go do something else. Come back, play 9 holes, do something else. And I feel like they have structured it in such a way that it plays very well like that. And again, I don't want to overstate, but also don't want to underplay the fact that this is really a golf RPG in a lot of ways. And I love it. I love what they have kind of put on top, but at the same time, it is the simple 3-click system where you hit X to start your swing, X to stop your swing, kind of like your backswing, and then X again as you swing forward. So it's a very simple, easy, accessible golf game that if you want to, it can go pretty deep.
Yeah.
It's very colorful. And if you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, you have some choices. You can play at 60 frames a second. You can play at 4K, or you can just play it like it's a regular PlayStation 4.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh no! I missed it! Do it again!
You can hear us live every day on the Radio U network through the Radio U app or at riot.radiou.com.
Oh, you might show,
I don't think it's like that.
What a wrist. Might be a little too
Scandalous.
alluring.
That's right.